Easy! Ready? Here we go! Set, ready, hut! Spider! Igloo! Ready, ready! Moves! Ready, go! Set! Slab! Ready! 42 Spider! Go! Cobra! Down! Lasso! So!
Don't worry about it, babe. I ain't worried about it.
Green 25! Ready, ready! Set, hut! Here we go! Ready! Get set! Get set! Jackrabbit! Flare! Flare! Ready, ready! Cricket! Ready, go!
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it away to start. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The Spartans will hustle to the line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Childs. Skips away from pressure. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Fast completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Finds his man. It's Avant.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Commodores!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Childs. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Find space on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Briss, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first inside the 37. Wants to throw on first down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the feet.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decimal meter on third down. Toss sweep to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Sands. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on his way. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Commodores are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run, and you know at this area of the field.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Vandy. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Childs. On the move to his left. Fires downfield. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans hit it quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. He'll keep it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch and stride inside the 15. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. New set of downs after the completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Heaves it deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Have it back on away some good ball. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Childs. Pulls it in, it's Collier. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Pushes for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
Touchdown, Spartans! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Hit as he throws. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. On the run, it's Sands. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. All sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and fortunately ended up losing yards.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this idea by the offense using the jet sweep. You're trying to take a receiver with all of his speed and get him on the outside and get him in space. That puts so much stress on a defense. I'd expect to see this offense dial the play up more.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. The Commodores have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on! Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Took up a nice positive gain. And they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Bringing the heat. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Floating away. Working on the right. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty.
There he goes! Touchdown, Michigan State! They move on top here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like...
Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Touchdown, Sparty. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Perry. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
He got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And he
rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
So now it's second and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Commodores come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on third down. On target to the left. Touchdown Doors! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They'll go to the air. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the toss. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing.
Breaks into the open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Gonna run it. It's Hunt. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.